Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Wizards of Chicago taking on the Aviators of Chicago. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that is incomplete here.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. From the 35, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. O'Neal. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. O'Neal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's what it is, game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, Great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now a handoff working right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's insane.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, O'Neal. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. There he goes, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a first down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Fighting Looking through, he's got space. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle, it's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. O'Neal. This will be caught just inside the 10. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Voyagers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Dragons trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Thunderbirds locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
There they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. O'Neal firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. That is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. O'Neal got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chicago offense set to get started. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And some room to run now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The throw over the middle, taken in. And way up past the 35 before it's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
His way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators are able to widen their advantage.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Wizards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.